In this lesson, we're going to discuss section views. We're going to start out with an overview of what section views are and how they work, then we're going to go on to setting up the principal view. In the previous lessons, we have explored the basic CAD methods of creating orthographic views. By carefully selecting a limited number of views, the external features of most complicated designs can be fully described. However, we are frequently confronted with the necessity of showing the interiors of parts that cannot be shown clearly by means of hidden lines. We accomplish this by passing an imaginary cutting plane through the part and creating a cutaway view of the part. This type of view is known as a section view. In a section view, section lines or crosshatch lines are added to indicate the surfaces that are cut by the imaginary cutting plane. The type of section line used to represent a surface varies according to the type of material. AutoCAD's hatch command can be used to fill a pattern inside an area. We define a boundary that consists of an object or objects that completely enclose the area. AutoCAD comes with a solid fill and more than 50 industry standard hatch patterns that we can use to differentiate the components of objects or represent object materials. To get started on this lesson, we're going to go ahead and start AutoCAD by double-clicking on the icon. We're going to use a template and we're going to search for the acad-a-h title.dwt file. We're going to open up the Layer Properties Manager to verify that the layers that we want are there. We also need to verify that the plot style is set to Style 1. The drawing we're going to be working on is called the bearing design. Before we get started with it, we need to go down to the status bar and verify that dynamic input, polar tracking, object snap, object tracking, and line weight displays are all on. The only two that we don't have on are dynamic input, object snap tracking. The first thing we're going to do is create construction lines. So to do that, we need to go up to the Draw panel, select the construction line command, and what we want to do is create both a vertical and a horizontal line over here near the left side of the screen. So I'm going to make a horizontal one and a vertical one. These are going to be used as references for the circular features of the design. When I'm done with that command, I will right-click to escape. I now need to offset the horizontal line, so I'm going to go up here to offset. It's going to ask me how far I want to do my offset distance. I'm going to do 1.75, enter, and then I'm going to take the horizontal line, I'm going to offset once up, and I'm going to offset once down. Right click, enter, I'm out of that command now. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw some circles, so I need to do those on the object layer. I'm going to go up here to my layers, go to object lines, I'm going to go over here to circle, I'm going to select the center right there. And the size of this circle is going to have a 1.25 unit radius. I need to create two more circles which have a diameter of 1.5. So I'm going to go up here to the circle command, go center diameter, select there, do 1.5, and then do that again. Down here, 1.5. I now need to draw some lines that connect these circles. So I'm going to go up to my line command. And then to force tangency at the very beginning, I'm going to shift right click and I'm going to go down here to tangent. I'm going to select this circle. Notice how it stays tangent to it. I'm going to shift right click again, go down to tangent, and I'm going to do tangency there. I'm going to select enter. I'm now going to have to do that same thing 3 more times. I now need to trim out some of these lines, so I'm going to go up to my trim command. I'm going to select the 4 lines that we just drew. Then I'm going to trim out the inside of the outer circles, the smaller ones. Right click, hit enter, and I'm done with that. I now need to create some additional circles that are 0.625 diameter and 0.375 diameter. To do that, I'm going to go up to my circle diameter, go right here on this. I'm going to do 0.375, enter. I'm going to do that again right there, I'm going to do 0.625. Enter. Now, instead of doing that again down at the bottom, I'm going to go ahead and use my copy command. Copy those from there to there. Select enter. I also need to make a few circles right in the center, and one of these is going to be 2, and the next one is going to be 1.5.